The big meeting during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 3-day tour of the United States of America has turned out to be his bilateral meeting with the Ukrainian President Zelensky. This particular bilateral meeting was held as the last engagement of the Prime Minister while he was in the US, a meeting which was kept much under wraps and as a surprise. And the two leaders have now met thrice in the last 4 months. Mr. Modi and Mr. Zelensky had met in Italy in June this year. Then Mr. Modi had traveled to Ukraine in August this year for a meeting with Mr. Zelensky, and now in New York, the two leaders have again met. This maybe expresses and this shows the commitment that India has towards achieving a peace effort between the Russia and Ukraine war, which has been on since 2022, leading to countless loss of lives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in this meeting with Mr. Zelensky again reiterated that he stands for peace and he is ready to make any effort which can bring both the warring sides to the talking table. Mr. Zelensky in fact appreciated Prime Minister Narendra Modi's efforts that he is making towards achieving this peace and said that India's efforts have to be appreciated at the global stage. In fact, the MEA in a statement, in a press conference, has clearly said that PM Modi is particularly involved in this matter because PM Modi feels that he's concerned by this conflict. The meeting with Zelensky reflects PM Modi's commitment to the effort of peace. The MEA is saying PM Modi is deeply affected and concerned by this conflict, especially the toll that it is taking on the rest of the world and especially the global south. And that is why the Prime Minister has said that he's ready to go to any length in offering his personal help to bring both the warring sides to the talking table. The meeting with Zelensky also becomes significant because as soon as Mr. Modi landed in the US at the Quad summit, he had set the tone of the summit by saying in his opening address that this is not the era of war, and that he has said on various occasions that the world is caught in various conflicts, but the world powers need to realize that the international rule-based order, territorial integrity and sovereignty is of utmost importance and all efforts must be made to uphold the same. Also, Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday had met the Palestinian president, where again Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his concern over the loss of innocent lives in Palestine, especially women and children, and he also expressed his grave concern over the humanitarian situation in Gaza. These two meetings, first with the Palestinian president and now with the Ukrainian president today, clearly reflect Prime Minister Modi is trying to play the pioneering role in achieving peace and especially bring both these warring wars to an end, the Russia-Ukraine war and the Israel-Palestine war. The contours of that deal, will they be struck in the next coming days? Well, the MEA has said that the specifics of a possible peace formula have been deliberated by many countries and India has been a part of it, but clear specifics are still to be formed. But Prime Minister Modi's repeated engagements with Ukraine, he was in the Ukraine and then he went, before that he had gone to Russia. Later we saw the NSA Ajit Doval also travel to Russia to brief Mr. Putin on what had transpired during Prime Minister Modi's visit to Ukraine. All these efforts show how India is putting in a superhuman effort, I would say, to achieving peace in these two wars which are ravaging the rest of the world.